Hi Big Dragons! I am here to do my May TBR. Now May is going to be a bit of a weird month for me. I am supposed to in theory be putting up my drama show in May. We normally do it the week before Memorial Day, but there has been talk of pushing back the show until June, and honestly I don't know how I feel about that. It will give me more time, but also June is really jam-packed, like winding out the year and stuff. So hopefully next week I will have a solid date and I will be able to plan a bit better. But I have a readathon planned. I'm definitely doing one in May. I'm definitely doing one in June. So I just want to have a more balanced reading life. My April was a bit complicated. My mom was gone for about 2 weeks of the month because my grandmother passed away and she was in Indiana, so my mom had to go there. So honestly, with that and testing and so many days off, it was just a very chaotic week, like life-wise, and I didn't get a ton of reading done, but I still miraculously completed all of my Aurelian prompts, which, I mean, pat on the back, that is incredible for me because that was impressive in and in itself. And again, I always kind of go into the month with a planned TBR, but at the end of the month I only care if the prompts get finished, not if it's the books that I kind of told you I was gonna read. So because I didn't finish all of my prompts, I had a lot. I think what I'm gonna do when I don't finish my TBR is just add another 6-sided dice. So we're gonna do my yearly TBR themes, like those prompts first, and then I will sort of talk through my game, and then I'll talk a little bit about Escape the Readathon because they're doing it a little bit different this year. But I'm really excited to participate. I'll be sure to link Lexi below if I can remember. But yeah, so Escape the Readathon, I am on Team Food Court, which is basically Team Snacks. And yeah, I'm really excited for that, but we'll get to that at the sort of the end. So I have chosen 2 YA books because my goal is to read more YA because I love YA. So I'm gonna get the 2 YA books that I'm gonna, actually 3. I have 3 that I'm like iffy on, and I'm gonna put them on the TBR, and maybe one will get on the other TBR, but these are the ones I'm focusing on this month at least. So a couple of these I'm excited for. Actually, all of them I am. But Once Upon a Queen by Sarah Author is one that I got from Comic-Con quite a bit ago, and then I just never read it. I actually haven't heard anyone talk about this one, but I want to read it. I think it's like a King Arthur retelling, maybe. It's a mysterious manor hides the key to shocking family secrets and a rapidly fading portals to other worlds, and a richly woven opener to the best-selling author Sarah Author's young adult fantasy series. So yeah. I really haven't heard anyone talk about this, but I want to put it on the TBR. Again, I am kind of, I'll talk about Escape the Readathon, but Escape the Readathon is going to kind of dictate my reads for the month in a lot of different ways, so I'm just kind of giving myself a diversity of options. So yeah, this is the first one. The next one for that YA book is The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lee. I got this from Owl Crate. It's my Owl Crate edition. I'm really excited for this one, and I want to read it. And it also was a shorter fantasy, which I think I'm gonna need, but it's so pretty. So I don't know much about it. I don't even want to open it and get any of the but Curse Your Wretched Little Heart. So this is very exciting. And I also am gonna put back on Our Cursed Love by Julie Abe, which I was supposed to read last month, but then I wound up reading ASAP instead. So this is back on it. Now I have 3 YA books on my TBR, and I hope that they get read. I am going to read my 2 NetGalley arcs that I'm going to put on here. I may read more. The goal is to always read more, and then I just neglect them. But I want to read Eris Takes All by Emily Weberly and Austin Sigmund Broca. I will attach a photo here. This is their YA mystery thriller debut. I think it involves a heist. I love everything that Emily Weberly and Austin Sigmund Broca put out, so I'm super excited for this one, and I really hope that I enjoy it. So yeah, I also just applied to be on a blog tour for it, so if I get approved I'll definitely be reading it, but I really want to read it. I may do a reading vlog where I read some highly anticipated contemporary YA books. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that, because that might be something that I do in May or June. We will see. And then another NetGalley book that I'm gonna get is by the one that just came in my fairy loot, so let me go get that and then we'll chat about it. So I just got a Feather So Black, but oh, if you don't want to see the book, the fairy loot edition, then kind of don't look come back later. But I'm gonna read A Feather So Black, and oh my god, this book is so pretty. Feather So Black is a sizzling fantasy romance in a world of perilous moonlit forests, spinning a seductive tale of changeling princes, her cursed sister, and dangerous Fey Lord she must defeat to save her family. So yeah, this is stunning. I really want to read this. I do have a NetGalley arc. I will probably read my physical edition because it's just pretty and I want to read it. But this is the one that I'm going to add for that prompt. And then the next one is read a adult fantasy book, which I am going to read another Fairy Loot pick. If you don't want to see it, it is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, but here is the pretty book, and I want to read this one. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And again, if this for some reason does not get read and I wind up picking up something else, I may save this for Amazing Readathon because I like being on the blue team, and this is like a super blue book, so we will see, but I'm going to tentatively put it on here because I would like to read it. And I didn't read a lot of fantasy this month, and that's why I think my ratings are so low. And then a book pulled from one of my lists, I am going to finally read The Kiss of Deception by Margaret E. Pearson. I got this relatively recently, but it's been on my TBR for so freaking long. So yeah, those are the books on my like yearly TBR that I try to do every month. I do have to pick a new nonfiction as well, but I don't know what I'm in the mood to read. And honestly, my listening game has been horrible this whole month. So I have to kind of finish what I'm reading, and then I think I'm just going to read some romance because that normally kicks me out of my rut. But right now I'm really not liking anything that I'm reading, like listening wise, so I need to fix that. So yeah, those are the books on my yearly TBR. Now let's do the thing I'm nervous about. Let me do my game. So I'm going to do a dice roller. I normally do it physically, but I don't think I have 2 dice. So I'm going to show you. Oh my god, my camera just fell off my tripod. Okay, hold on. Alright, sorry. Alright, so I'm going to roll 2 dice. See how many cards I'm going to get. Okay, 9. Alright, well, you know what? That is about what I thought it was going to be because I'm rolling 2 dice. I don't ever roll that many, but honestly, I have a very hard time not buying books. So I think every single time I don't do my TBR, I'm just going to give myself more prompts. Okay, so I have to do 9 prompts. Okay, well, I didn't finish my TBR. That's okay, that's okay. I also, when I kind of go through my April TBR, you'll see I didn't read a ton. So it was just a harder month. But okay, let me get my cards, then we'll start pulling. And I'm going to show you guys a stack of books too. These are the books that like are on my immediate TBR. And those are the books that I'm going to kind of pull from first. So if I can get those books on there, they're probably going to go on first because I want to read them and they're like interesting to me. Let me try to... Sorry if I made you dizzy. I apologize. So I'm going to have to pull 9 cards. Heavens. Okay. All right, we are going to make this work. All right, so my first pick is pick a YA thriller. Okay. Okay, you know what? I have the perfect one. Let me go get it. So I am going to pick up The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I just got this. It just came out. But also, I did get the audiobook from my library, so I would love to listen to this actually. So this is going to be the first book on the TBR, and I really hope that I get around to it. Okay. I also have a potential buddy read with Brittany Loves Reading. We're going to read a book, so if I can fit that in here, I probably will try to do that, especially because I have 9 prompts to fill up. But I don't have a physical copy of that one. So, all right. The next prompt is read a YA fantasy. Okay. Well, that is easy. That is easy. You know what? I think I'm going to let myself have one pass. So I'm going to put a book that's already on here. So I'm going to put Once Upon a Queen for this because I have a lot of books and I'd rather be successful. So, and I do let myself double up for my yearly TBR. So for that, I will just do Once Upon a Queen fantasy. Okay, and that's going to be Queen. Okay, perfect. So that will be easy. It's just a book that I'm already supposed to read anyway. So that will be easier for my TBR, hopefully. All right, next one is, ooh, read a booktuber favorite. Oh, all right. Well, that should be easy. Booktuber favorites. You know what? I'm gonna pick something. I just hope I don't regret it, but I'm gonna pick it. So I'm gonna pick up the Crimson Moth by Crystal Ciceri. I know that both Cassidy and Mel read it and enjoyed it, and it's another YA fantasy book. And honestly, I'm missing YA fantasy, and if I can have a full TBR that is just YA fantasy, I'd be content. But I know that I'm trying to have a wide range of things because I'm doing a readathon and the prompts are going to drop randomly. I'll mention that when I'm done with all of this. Alright, so we're going to add that to the TBR, and then another card. I'm going to try not to go in order because I don't remember how I made these all nice. So, yeah. Ooh, read a book that is the end of a series. Huh, okay. Well, you know what? Here, I'm gonna do this. I am gonna put A Fire Endless on my TBR for May. It is technically a book that I'm supposed to finish in May, in April, but if I don't finish it and I'm like running out of time, I think I'm just gonna put The Fire Endless, and if I read it a little bit early, it's okay. But I'm gonna put Fire Endless on here because it is a book I do want to read, and it does work for our fantasy bingo as well because it has a bard main character. So yeah, Fire Endless will be the next pick for that, which is very, very exciting. All right, I'll be back once I organize my bullet journal. Sorry, if I don't write stuff down, I like never remember. Ooh, read a sequel. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put this, again, this is another book that was kind of on my tentative TBR for this month, but it's a sequel, and I'm gonna pick up Wings of Fire, The Lost Heir by Tutti T. Sutherland. This is a middle grade book about dragons, and I've had this on my TBR for a while, so I do want to get around to it. And again, I had a plan to read these this weekend, but if not, I may just kind of do a different vlog. But because April did not go as according to plan, I kind of just want to start fresh. And it is a short book, so considering I am doing a readathon, this might be a good idea. And I know that my library does have the audio for this as well, so that will be exciting as well. All right, so end of series is that. And then let's do the next one. Oh, I just did that one. All right. Ooh, read a book that is a 5-star read prediction. Huh. Okay. Let me look at my stack of like possibilities, because there are a few that I think a lot of these could be 5-star read predictions, honestly. Just because I've heard some really good things about them. Yeah, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna put Lore of the Wilds back on my TBR by Annalyn Sandberg, and I've heard really good things. This is another book that I'm like really intrigued by. It's cozy fantasy, but it definitely has more action in it, and I hope I like the characters, because that's really sometimes what kills me in cozy fantasy. But I want to like it, so this I'm gonna add to the TBR as well. Again, it's very, very fantasy heavy, but that is sort of what I'm in the mood to read right now. And yeah, so it's going to be a very fantasy heavy TBR, but that's exciting for me. So, yeah, so that is what we're going to do for that. All right, let me go fix my bullet journal, and then I will be back with another couple of prompts. Okay, let's pick another card. I'm going to try to rush these up a bit because I made these cards so long ago, I don't even know what the prompts are. Ooh, read a book that's quoted or blurbed by your favorite author. Okay, this is going to take me a couple of minutes to look, because I have to look in the stack of books first and see if anything is blurbed by my favorite author, and then I can kind of go off script a bit and see if anything else is blurbed, but I'm going to go with these books first. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So, a book blurbed by my favorite author. I have really liked the Vicious Grace author, and I have also liked Allison Saft. So I think I'm going to do Reveille by Alyssa Mia Smith. I got this book so long ago. I went to a book signing for this author because she was signing and she kind of knows my coworker. So I'm going to add this. And this is a 1920s story, and I really want to read it. I'm so excited to get a copy of it, but I've never got around to it. So I'm going to add it to the TBR. Okay, so that I have to pick 2 more cards. So that is blurred by favorite author that I got to remember. Okay. Next one is 2 picks on 1 card. So the next card I pick, I have to pick 2 books for it. Oh my goodness. This TBR is never gonna get finished because I keep getting that card. Ooh, read a debut. Okay, you know what? That's actually super easy. I have to read 2 debuts. Okay, so I am gonna read Dragon Food by Mikasa Lucifer. This is a debut. I just got it from Book of the Month. And Greenwald by Pari Thompson. These are the 2 that I was most intrigued by. They also have spring vibes and summer vibes, so I'm going to add these immediately to the TBR. All right. Okay, so Revelle. Okay, and then I need to pick 1 more card. If I did my math wrong, don't mention it. It's totally fine. Alright. Ooh, read a 2023 backlist title. 2023 backlist title. Alright, you know what? I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go full hog wild on the YA fantasy, and I'm gonna pick another one. I'll be back with it. So the last book I'm gonna put on that TBR is Flower Heart by Catherine Bankswell, and this is another debut book. So yeah, those are all, oh no, it came out in 2023, I'm sorry. So yeah, that is a pretty impressive TBR. It is a lot of fantasy, and honestly right now, that's what I want to read. I really had a rough month in April focusing and staying on task, and I just think it's been a rough month for that. So I'm gonna go add all these books to my TBR cart. I love starting fresh. I love starting a new season and a new month, so hopefully this will kind of kick me out of my rut, which I think is important. And yeah, I am gonna go. Oh, I also want to say I am doing Escape the Readathon. I am Team Snacks. The way that this readathon works is like you're waiting for prompts to jump, which is my favorite way to do a readathon because I like the excitement, I like the energy, I like supporting a team. But then there's also like prompts you could fulfill like all month long that are just kind of like always exist. So basically something you read is going to fit for everything that you're reading, which I like. I think that that's a really cool way to do a readathon. I love Lexi. She's so fun. So yeah, I really hope this month goes well and that I read a ton of stuff. That is the hope, as always. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you're reading in the month of May. I would love to know, and I'll talk to you guys soon for another video.